Greetings and welcome to Astronomy at Hack. The purpose of these podcasts are going to be working through sort of the history of astronomy. And I've created this new set as I have an interest in the history of astronomy, something that's always interested me. And I want to try to share some of that knowledge so it gives me a chance to research some of these different cultures and different astronomers. Now I'm going to work through as it starts. I'm going to work through at a very general pace. I'm going to start with the very most ancient astronomers and try to work up through some of the great astronomers of the modern day. Now, I won't concentrate on anything particular. I'm going to try to work it through in a chronological order, although once I get up into the 20th century, I may decide there's some times to go back and maybe I want to expand on certain of the cultures. So you may see some new ones coming that are a little bit out of place, but my intention for the initial set is to sort of work through ancient times and talk through some of the different cultures, and then work on concentrating on some of the astronomers of the time, some of the Greek astronomers, and then many of the astronomers of the Renaissance, and then of the later of the 17, 18, 1900s, and talk about some of the individual astronomers and their specific contributions. I expect that these podcasts, the audio podcasts, which is what I'm going to start with, they're going to last about 10 minutes. So about a 10-minute podcast, plus or minus a couple, depending on exactly what I have to say on the topic. And I'll try to put I'm trying to post a couple of these each week. So I'm hoping for 4 to 5 a week if things go well. If I get tied up with other projects, I may have to cut it down a little bit. But I expect to be able to put a couple of these up, a few of these up each week. I would also be willing to put up video podcasts. I can find some older pictures at least to put in to sort of explain some of what I'm talking about. And perhaps once I've gotten a good base here, I will go back and do that and put in a little bit of audio, video podcasts where you can actually see some images, especially when we're talking about some of the ancient astronomers, and being able to see images of them and some of their texts is certainly a useful thing. If there's ever questions or comments on this, I do welcome those, and you're welcome to email me at wagnerastronomy, WAGNERASTRONOMY @gmail.com, and I'll be following that. If there's ever any questions or suggestions or comments, I would be happy to hear them. And if you have a specific request of something you would like me to try to talk about, maybe I skipped something that you thought you would have liked to have heard more about, let me know. I would be happy to reconsider, and it's possible that I will be able to create a new podcast based just on that if it's something that it seems like there is some interest of. So I do look forward to hearing from people who are following these podcasts, and hope that you enjoy them and find them useful. And if there's anything I can help with, as I said, please feel free to contact me at wagnerastronomy @gmail.com, and I will be happy to listen to suggestions, comments, or anything that you have to say about any of my podcasts. So I look forward to sharing these podcasts with you. I'm looking forward to doing a good amount of research on some of the history of astronomy so that I can learn a little bit more about some of the details that I don't know about, and try to share a lot of that information with you. So I do hope you enjoy them. Again, feel free to contact me if there are questions or comments. So until we begin next time, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.